Fine.
What's going on, guys? Today I'm finally bringing you my loadout video. I'm sorry it took this long, but I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I told myself that I couldn't make any more videos until I finally finished it. So without further ado, let's dive right in. To start things off, I figured we'd talk about the most important things first, my guns. My main gun is a PolarStar MK46. It's an A&K stock MK46 body. Inside, I have a PolarStar fusion engine with a red nozzle to maximize air efficiency, a Prometheus 6.03 469mm inner barrel, a Gear CNC Hopup unit, Namazu Firefly flat top nub, and G&G Green Bucking. At the end of my gun, I have an Element quick detach barrel extension. It looks cool, but the main purpose is to hide my extended inner barrel. Inside, I put an amped Airsoft braided grip line to prevent kinking and air loss. For the box mag, I have a Bingo Airsoft Works TCU to ensure that every time I pull the trigger, my box mag automatically winds. Honestly, it's the greatest thing ever. The sling I use is the Samapo Gear AOR2 2-point padded sling. For my scope cam, I use a Run Cam 2 with a 35mm lens. I purchased it from Brain Exploder along with the mount. It fits perfectly, it shoots in 60 frames per second, and the lens quality is great. I would highly recommend it. On the side, I have an FMA PEC 15 light laser combo. It's super bright, works great, and functions with IR capabilities. For my optic, I use an LCAN Spectre DR Replica 1 to 4 times magnification sight. It's a little heavy, but it looks cool and I like it. For my selfie cam, I have my GoPro Hero 4 Session. I use a custom-made mount I made myself from the stock parts that come with the GoPro. Underneath the top rail, I utilize the space to house 2 rechargeable batteries that I can use to recharge my GoPro and my scope cam. My second gun is a Tokyo Marui PolarStar Jack MP7. It's a standard Tokyo Marui AEG body with a Bingo Airsoft Works drop-in PolarStar Jack kit. The suppressor I use is a foam-filled Angel Custom quick detach barrel extension. Inside there's a PDI 6.03 barrel. On top I use a T1 replica sight with my FMA PEC 15 light laser combo. I usually use this at fields where they won't allow me to use my support weapon and/or in close quarter situations. Although it's not as sturdy feeling as the KWA gas blowback, it makes up for it with 100 round mag capacity and overall great performance. My third gun is my VFC PolarStar 416. Inside, I put a PolarStar fusion engine, again with a red nozzle to maximize air efficiency. I use a ProWin Hopup unit, Prometheus 420mm 6.03 inner barrel, Namazu Firefly flat top nub, and a Prometheus purple bucking. I also installed an amped Airsoft braided line once again to prevent air leaks and kinks. The optic I use is an Eotech 551 replica holographic sight. The stock I use is a real steel Magpul MOE buttstock. It's small, compact, and fits great in my shoulder when I'm wearing my plate carriers. On the front, I have an Element quick detach foam-filled barrel extension. The foregrip I use is a Magpul MOE Real Steel Vertical Grip. I chose this because it's super sturdy, isn't going anywhere, and feels great. The mags I use are the Pts Epms. They look good, they're reliable, and they feed well. Alright, let's move on to my gear. The first loadout I use, and probably my favorite, is AOR2. My top is a Cry Precision Navy Custom AOR2 combat shirt. The helmet I use is an FMA OpsCore Maritime replica with an Emerson AOR2 helmet cover. For eye pro, I wear the Oakley M-Frame 3.0 with clear lenses and a helo kit to make them full seal. For communication and ear protection, I wear the Matrix ComTac 2 Replica headsets with Z-Tac arc rail adapters. My mesh mask is a custom-made mask that I used my old AOR2 pants fabric to make. My camera is a GoPro Hero 4 Silver and a custom GoPro skeleton housing. I have a cable running to the back pouch that I custom made on my back to house an external battery. The shoes I use are the Salomon Speedcross 4 low-cut trail running shoes. They're lightweight, they feel great, and I never have to tie the shoes. The pants I use are Cry Precision AOR2 Gen 3 combat pants with Cry Precision knee pads. They fit great, they're lightweight, and they're a little bit more breathable than the Gen 2. The plate carrier I use is a Samapo Gear AOR2 6094A. I like the 6094A because it's extremely customizable. I can arrange my pouches in many different ways depending on what type of game I'm playing and what gun I'm using. Typically on the front, I'll run my Eagle Industries AOR2 triple M4 magazine pouch. Inside, I keep my KWA HK45 gas blowback pistol. I also carry my Baofeng UV5R dual band FM radio. On the sides, I usually run my Eagle Industries AOR2 200 round saw pouches. Inside, I'll keep large dead rags or other things like BBs and extra batteries. On my wrist, I wear a Fly AOR2 mat pouch. On my back, I have a Toy Soldier AOR2 LBT Replica modular assault pack. Also on my back is my GoPro Hero 5 with my GoPro Karma gimbal mount. I secure my gimbal to the plate carrier using gear ties. In order to keep the gimbal powered, I run a charging cord to an external 22,000 mAh battery that I keep in my AOR2 Eagle Industries radio pouch. Without this, the gimbal would die in about an hour. Also on my back, I have my AOR2 Fly Replica IFAC blowout pouch mounted to my TMC AOR2 shooter belt. On the front side, I have my Fly AOR2 fanny pack. The fanny pack offers great protection protecting the boys while at the same time offering great functionality. Inside my fanny pack, I carry things like electrical tape, extra SD cards, and extra rechargeable batteries in case one on my gun dies. I also carry my MilSpec tourniquet and my ace bandages depending on the rules of the game that I'm playing that day. Next up is my Multicam loadout. My top and bottom are both Cry Precision Gen 3 Multicam Combat BDUs. Now you'll notice that my Multicam loadout is very similar to my AOR2 loadout. My head setup is essentially exactly the same as my AOR2 setup. The only differences being my FMA OpsCore Maritime Replica Multicam helmet and my MilSpec Multicam battery pouch. For my plate carrier setup, I essentially run it exactly the same. It's a Samapo Gear Multicam 6094A, and on the sides I have my two Eagle Industry Multicam 200 round saw pouches. For my airline setup, I use two Amped Airsoft 36-inch braided hoses with quick detach fittings. These run through the side of my plate carrier up into my backpack straight into my regulator. The regulator I use is an Amped Airsoft SLP on-tank regulator. It came with my Amped Airsoft player package and it works great. The tank I use is a Ninja 4500 PSI 90 cubic inch carbon fiber tank. It's super light and it holds a ton of air. I usually run my regulator anywhere from 60 to 80 PSI, depending on the field I'm playing at and their FPS rules. Last but not least is my AOR1 setup. My top and bottom are Cry Precision Gen 2 Navy Custom AOR1 Combat BDUs. My plate carrier is a Samapo Gear 6094K. The main difference between the 6094A and the 6094K is that the pouches on the front are permanently fixed to the vest. I usually run the same setup with my pistol and my radio in the front two pouches. My push-to-talk is a Repro Element U94 PTT. It's simple, works great, and I have no reason to buy a more expensive one yet. On the side, I have my AOR1 Eagle Industry 200 round saw pouches. In this, I usually always carry the BBs that I use, high-powered Airsoft .36 gram BBs. My fanny pack is a Fly AOR1 low waistband pack. Once again, always gotta protect the boys. On the back, I have my AOR1 Samapo Gear Replica LBT IFAC blowout pouch. This is attached to my AOR1 1.5 inch TMC shooter belt. For my face pro, I have a couple different options. If you're wondering why I wear a full mesh mask, it's because a lot of local fields around where I live require full face protection. So if I want to play, I have to wear it. My second form of face protection is my tactical beard. The beard cost me $1.99 at Walmart. It's low profile and I never fog. It may look stupid, but it works great. My third form of face protection is my black balaclava. Personally, I really like this look, but I always for some reason end up fogging. Which brings me to the next question. The biggest question that I get asked, why do you wear the fake beard? Well, let me tell you, it's quite simple. When I wear my black balaclava, for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I always end up fogging. When I wear the fake beard, I have zero fogging issues whatsoever. At the end of the day, I'd rather be able to see and play rather than look cool and not be able to play at all. Think of it like a 3-hole balaclava that just looks really silly.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about my gear, where I got it, how I made it, or anything else, just send me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is just my name, @AlfonseColas, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I also want to take a moment to give a special thanks to my friends Phoenix Feather Airsoft, DEFCON 5 Hunter, and Hunter Staples. Without these guys, my video wouldn't have been possible. So thank you. Thank you for being patient and not abandoning me. I'm sorry this video took so long to make. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'll see you guys next week.
Oh.
Woo!